Robin Klink, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, get straightened out. Somebody's panicking over here.
It's my job.
Your job is to panic, and my job is just to get her done. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Our question today is
Turn your phone up.
turn your phone down. Thank you. You remind me I need to turn mine down too. But I think I already did that. Welcome in, welcome in. If anyone's here, please at least wave or say hello in the chat because I do see there are a few people here. Hello, Jess. Welcome in. Robin, Klink, and Jess. And I'm going to put, okay, are you ready for this? I'm going to put it up. No, there it is. There's the chat. It's coming up. There's the chat. And I'll get rid of the logo so that it's not in the way. Oop. There you go. Luong, welcome in, welcome in. Now, if you guys have a specific questions, please let us know. And what meaningful encounter are you grateful for?
Meaningful encounters. That makes me think of UFOs. I have not had encounters with UFOs. Something
But you have.
Not knowingly.
Not knowingly. Thank you for that, Jess. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Here, do me.
Okay.
I'm too nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I got wound up all of a sudden with a thought that ran through my head, an encounter in my brain.
Oh, did you do your three things first?
I haven't touched it.
Oh, okay.
Facebook challenge here. Julie is cleaning me up.
It's not letting me. Oh, that's because it's mine, not yours. That would be, okay. Face, in between, live. And there you are.
Face in between live. Remember, face in between live.
Oh, and you're on public. You're good to go. All right.
What
and
is?
Then we're going to go like, love it, and share it. Okay. People are notified.
What is Jess wanting us to do? Please leave a like on your way in.
Yeah, in other words, she's letting all the people who are on YouTube that she sees to please like it and
fabulous, darling.
And share it. Please share. I'm impressed by your knowledge of computers.
I
know you're talking.
She must be talking about me.
Yes, I was going to say that you're talking about Scott. Okay.
Well, she's Roz, like Frasier. She's my Roz.
Yep.
She's our Roz.
Anyway. Yep. We got more and more people coming in. So that's our question today is what meaningful encounter are you grateful for? Because you were talking about
a beauty light.
Less of a light. You were talking about yesterday being just more of a, not a meaningful encounter, but more of a
it was a validation.
Validation, yeah. I was a thank you.
Of pre-existing energy that I kept trying to justify. It ain't going anywhere. It's staying the way it is.
And remember, everybody, it's still Mercury retrograde. So if there's an X around, yeah. What do you say?
That's where we're going with this. Okay. Yeah. Just let me advise all of you as you age. The thing I would tell you not to do is go hang out in a retirement area. OMG. I ended up at a meal in one yesterday, and the conversation was about knee replacements and politics. So if you enjoy that, definitely move into a retirement area. I ran.
And memorial services and all that other stuff.
Oh, my God. I ate my turkey and left. Not really, but
close enough.
No, the people were all very nice, but oh my gosh. I'm just preparing you. Think ahead.
My ex texted me the other day and I just didn't reply.
I think you've,
Proud of you.
I was going to say that makes me think you've learned a boundary thing or something, or it's interesting.
Yeah. And it's not like you're trying to ghost them. It's just, if they don't get the hint, then yeah. Remember, it's the 2nd of January. I was told it was the 20th of January that Mercury retrograde Mercury will be back direct. It's the 2nd of January. So, yes, we got to get through the month of December, all with retrograde in one capacity or other. But for those of you who were born under a Mercury retrograde, hello.
Yeah, well, that explains a lot of personality flaws.
Flaws?
Those who are born under Mercury retrograde. I mean, I understand now why they're the way they are.
Why I'm the way I am.
Well, if the shoe fits.
It does. But I don't have a problem with it. It might be why I'm okay with a computer. Because I was born in a Mercury retrograde. And it doesn't, you see things happen. You know things have happened during Mercury retrograde with me, but I find the solution.
Oh, always. No, you're amazing.
Yeah, so we haven't been together for over 10 years, so I just don't see the point.
You got my attention. It's just, that says he's having a weak moment. That tells me you have evolved. That's interesting.
Oh, I love that, Robin. Thank you. I agree.
That's an interesting way of saying that.
What?
The spirit everyday thing.
Yep.
You're just tuned in, just locked in.
Yeah. And
Robin, when you say that, where that takes me is I'm around people that don't know that yet. I mean, they will. You eventually get it, that tapped in connection when you become aware of it. And nobody knows what they're missing. And I'm not talking about praise Jesus and all that stuff. I'm just talking about knowing that energy is there to have around you. Not that praising Jesus is a bad thing. I don't mean it that way. But I have been preached to a lot of different ways. And
hi, Kathy Camp. Cat Camp.
Who's got a question?
It's good. Could I get a reading this morning? That is Cat Camp. No one else has asked for a reading, but they know they're on the list. So I guess it's Cat Camp right now. You know Kathy. You know Cat.
Oh, that cat.
That cat.
That amazing cat.
Yes, she is amazing. Oops.
So, Kat, how did your turkey turn out? I don't know her as Kathy. I know her as Cat.
Cat. Me too. I don't know her as Kathy.
I don't know where that comes from. I like Kathy better. I like Cat. Kathy.
I know.
Flows
but
off
when
me.
she's there in person.
She's such a cat.
She's Cat. She's just Cat. She's amazing.
Yes, Jess, I agree with you. There are signs everywhere.
If you're open to seeing them, yes.
Yeah. And that blows me away every day.
Yeah.
Julie and I were talking about this morning. We did a fair last weekend, a little marketplace. I had an amazing experience at the end of the day, which validated our being there.
Yeah. In multiple ways.
Yeah. Oh, huge. And it wasn't the only one. We were just, if you look for them, you get pummeled on all levels of awareness.
Well, there was a lady who was dealing with a bereavement that happened 5 years ago. And for some reason, Scott and I were sitting next to each other with our friend Sherry Berry. And for those of you who don't know, Sherry Berry is a witch, but she's very, very intuitive. And
She was good.
And it was fantastic that all of us that were there.
We were sitting there talking shop, and this gal came in, 6th year anniversary of her son's death, 5, whatever it was.
5 years. And she was just looking and very curious.
And then she fell into our laps.
And it's like, come on in. We don't bite. And yeah, we had an extra seat for her. Husband stood back.
Yeah, he sure did.
Well, and you were watching him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'd look at him, but not that
Well,
much.
she kept turning around to get
Yeah,
like, what's going on? She didn't know what to believe, so
yeah, because we were,
nailing her.
yeah, we were right on. Okay, so is there a specific question you have, Miss Cat? Oh, thank you, Robin. That was great. So yeah, we're not going to be there this weekend. Sunday, Scott will be at Sisterhood of Healing. I will be stopping by the Phoenix Psychic Fair and the Skyline East Mesa Farmers Market. I will be stopping by. So I hope to see you guys in one of those places for anybody who's here in the Phoenix area. I will not be going up to Cave Creek. I've got my granddaughter. If I'm hitting Tempe and East Mesa, I am not going to Cave Creek. I just can't put it all in one day.
But it's a trek. It's a trek to Cave Creek.
Yeah. And it's a huge triangle too when I'm talking about.
You get your helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter, I could do that. But there's no place to land at Tina's.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that. Too many cactus.
Yes. Yes, come move to Arizona. Okay. Kat, is there a specific question? Or just highest and greatest?
This isn't Cat with the horses, is it?
Yeah, this is Cat Camp.
Oh, because all of a sudden I'm getting horses.
Yeah.
Duh.
Of course.
Yeah. I was thinking of the other cat. I couldn't quite see the
I don't know which cat you were thinking of.
She has, there's two of them running around
She's
up there.
Up by Tina's.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has horses too, didn't she? Should stay in Phoenix. Are you in Hawaii right now? Or where are you at, Kat? Hi, Shield Nova.
Okay, this is the cat I'm thinking of. All right.
Yes.
Should I stay in Phoenix? Well, are you having a good time?
Oh, that's her question. She should stay
Yeah.
in Phoenix.
And then the other thing I heard as I'm reading your question is, what are you running from,
Ooh. Okay,
my
so
dear?
welcome in. Welcome in. We are reading Cat.
Yeah. I'm hearing the word escape.
Escape from what?
Yeah.
A lot of male energy right now.
But I also see Cat, they're showing me you're running around in a circle. You're in a loop.
You are here. Okay. Just checking. Why is all this male energy coming in?
I would like to know what you tune into my highest.
Okay, that's for Robin. That's
Yeah.
later.
I was waiting for Kat to respond here.
Yeah, she,
What is she? She's on Facebook.
problems with my neighbor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, moving isn't going to solve that, because if you got problems with this neighbor, you'll just have problems with the next neighbor.
10:10 in Central Daylight Time.
So if
Standard
I had
Time.
problems with my neighbor, what would I do? First of all, buy him a bottle of wine for Christmas. That's a Christmas present. I'm serious.
I got it. My first impression was to bury some selenite in the corners of your property. That's the first thing. Did you ever bury yours?
They're sitting on the table reminding me to dig. I just haven't had a digging day.
But you put the chairs on top of it.
No, that's so I
mind.
can wash off the patio. I can get that crud off.
It's like he's closed his patio for the day. Anyway, sorry. And then now it's 11:11 in PA. Woo-hoo.
Pennsylvania.
I knew that was going to be after 10:10. So Eastern Standard Time, 11:11.
The problem with my neighbor is bothering me.
Yeah. And is that the male energy I'm feeling?
There's an opportunity here. The question is to identify it. Okay, so how can I make this? I remember they're showing me a story. I had a neighbor who I was close to at the time, years ago in another house. And we got to talking about neighborhood stuff. And there was an occasion where he had a grumpy neighbor, just hated everybody. He was just not, but Gene said he would go out of his way to purposefully get his attention eyeball wise and say, good morning, every time he saw him. And he said the first bunch of times he did it, the guy would just turn away and, wave him off. But somehow, some way, Gene wore him down, and he started to respond back, which was very unlike. And that's what I'm getting now.
Okay.
This person they're not happy with themselves somehow. So where I'm going with this is kill them with kindness. I don't know what that means or what that would look like to you.
Hold on a second. Grandson, son living with grandpa. So are you saying your grandson
His grandson.
is living with? Okay.
She's living next door to grandpa, and he has grandson living with him.
Okay.
So
that's why the heaviness on the male energy, but that's what the problem is, the two of them, or is it grandson's son living with grandpa, grandson and son?
Oh,
because there's a grandson.
gotcha.
Son.
Grandson.
He
son.
threatened me. He runs his car up and down the street for 8 months. Ugh. So the son is. I mean. It's not the grandpa's doing it. It's the son or grandson. Who's running the car?
I'm still getting kill them with
threaten.
kindness somehow, some way. I don't know what that would look like.
It is a lesson, but there's going to be an epiphany. Why is there an epiphany coming?
Oh, she could go third eye.
Third eye, yeah. Well, definitely third eye.
Sit down and talk to him.
In the third eye.
In third eye.
You have to explain that. Cat doesn't come in all the time.
Let me run this by everybody. So go to your mental room where you would ponder. Let's see, what do I want you to do? What have I been calling it? Your third eye room.
Third eye room.
Third eye room. Make a little room in your mind and put your, I don't want to say adversary, your nemesis in the room with you, and talk to them in a kind, loving manner and hear what their answers are. And you can find out what's really going on with them. You can address them at this level much more clearly than you could one-to-one, because you're going to bypass all the antagonism and the whatever you want to call it that's blocking communication. And it won't happen in the first conversation, but keep at it, and put in a lot of compassion and a lot of understanding, because that's why he's doing this is negative attention.
Yeah, it's a cry for help, actually. And so
and yes, cry for help. And this is where compassion has to kick in.
Yeah.
And if you can address him, you don't have to put yourself in physical danger, but take him into the third eye room, and you can have your way with him there. You can give him hell, or you can give him love.
Rise above with love, and I know that's simpler than said than done.
Oh yeah,
I know that.
It's a tough gig, but the thing that takes all the sting out of it is going up here. You don't have to deal with him face to face, but the message, it's quantum physics. It gets there. Tell him you care about him. You understand he's hurting. He's hurting somehow, some way.
And it's a female energy that he needs right now. He's got too much male energy that the word they're bringing up is pamper him, but I don't think that's quite the right word for it. Don't move yourself too much.
I had to get some attention. I was lonely.
Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, cat. Yeah, it's basically they're ignoring him. I mean, they're there with him, but they're ignoring him, and he needs female energy. So that saves you all the moving expense. I can understand that he is suicidal. That's why he's crying out for help. Definitely dig it at the dig holes to put the selenite in to help protect you.
Look what Robin just put up.
I didn't see. Okay.
I like that.
He's chosen her to help him. Yes. He has chosen. I can't talk to him. He threatened. Yes. No, I understand. But in the third Third eye room. That's the only time you talk to him right now.
Yeah. And you're safe there. He's safe there. You're in no danger.
Yep.
And call in an angel to be in the room with you, if that makes sense to you. Calling an angel to be with him. He doesn't have a clue who he is.
Yeah, he has no clue.
He's a loose cannon. He's probably got trauma up to his ears. If he's living with a grandfather, there's something not fun going on at home.
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
Alienated by mom. I don't know what happened to the grandmother, but yeah, moms, aunts, whatever are not. Yeah, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a win-win deal, Kath.
Yeah.
And you're going to be dazed and amazed at what you're going to hear from this kid. I get the sense he's going to pour his heart out to you. If you can, I'm getting tears, a lot of emotion. He wants to be listened to. He wants to be understood. He wants to be
noticed.
Yeah.
And right now I know he's threatening, and that's because he hates himself right now so much. Kathy. So please send him unconditional love, and we're sending him unconditional love too.
And you'll save all the realtor fees.
Do you have a first name for him so that we can all send him unconditional love? Because when we talked about the Christian lady at Heard what? Robin? He put Heard.
Yeah, I see that.
She put Heard, so I don't know what that is. We talked to the Christian lady, and I started sending her unconditional love. And a week later, she asked our friend Linda if she believed in this psychic stuff. And Linda is looking at her booth going, this is what I do. And she goes, well, I'm not so sure about it. From I'm a Christian and wouldn't listen to us to I not sure of it. So I'm sending her unconditional love. Yes, Anthony is his name. So everybody, please send Anthony.
Send Anthony love and light and compassion.
Yes.
Oh, he wants to be heard. Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah, he wants to be heard.
I think he's been kicked in the corner a whole bunch of times and ignored and not validated and on and on and on and on and on and on.
And he's got a lot of things he's got to get through. But the number one thing he needs to do is forgive himself. And I know that's not your job, but you might want to
just throw it out to him. He's
in the room. Just forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important.
He's done nothing wrong,
other than threaten you and the things he's doing to the people around him.
But can you imagine if everybody on here now sent Anthony that version of love? It would blow him out of the water. Positively. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's cool. Thanks for bringing that in, Kat.
And to let you know, Kat, the unconditional love I've sent to Anthony, he is receiving it. It hasn't been.
He's an empty jar.
Yeah, he's empty. So it hasn't been sent back. Some people have sent it back. So
he doesn't know what's going to hit him.
He doesn't know what's coming in.
Hang on to your hats.
And this is for everybody, okay? Oh, yeah. He's got to start wanting himself. He doesn't even want himself right now.
He doesn't. If you're nice to him, he's not going to know what to do with it. That's what scares him. People have not been nice to him in any capacity.
Yeah.
He's going,
he doesn't know how to deal with anybody saying hello or looking him straight in the eye.
Or kind words.
Yeah. Hello is even a kind word for him. What do you want is what he's used to hearing. Yeah, that's what I don't know if his grandpa's like that, but I'm just hearing a very gruff, what do you want? And it's almost like coming from smokers, if you know what I'm saying.
Grandpa is...
doesn't know what to do.
No. He's like, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't want him threatening you, but he doesn't...
I think grandfather's afraid of him too.
Yeah. He's probably threatened him. Hello, Lady T. Welcome in.
So tell him to be nice to his grandpa while you're in the room too.
Yeah.
Who are we messing with?
Lady T said...
Sorry, wrong.
Jess said hi to Lady T, and so I said, yes, hi, Lady T. because she came in, but
We were just talking about that, Kathy. We thought, yeah, Grandpa's afraid of him too.
yeah,
He's very intimidatable.
yeah, he's just
Yeah. So tell him to back off. Whatever you can counsel him on in the room.
and I'm hearing he's a whirlwind of terror, even to himself. He doesn't know what his reaction is going to be to anything. And no,
Loose cannon.
yeah,
Cannon.
but I'm hearing pharmaceuticals are not going to help him. They might give him antidepressant, anxiety medicines, but nothing's going to help him. It's just going to compound the problem. So he needs to, if he gets a chance, and you can let him know to meditate. But to me, sitting in the love, you know how Tina's talking about sitting in the power, sitting in the love of the Creator, to me has helped so much. Just sit in the love.
And if you don't want to talk to him, what I'm seeing now is if you just sat in front of him in your mind and held your hand out as if you were putting your hand on his heart, see him in a chair and just physically touch him mentally and just send energy to heart. I see him like a stun gun, but I mean positively, not where it's painful.
It's almost like a defibrillator.
Yeah.
It'll shock him back to life, to reality.
So maybe start out that way. I'm hearing that would soften him up. Just in your mind, put your hand on his heart, just physically, as non-physically, but physically. See yourself doing that, because I think it'll melt him. It might soften the conversations coming up. Depends how much work you want to put in this. So.
Yeah.
We could all do that. Everybody put your hand on Anthony's heart. Anthony's heart. Fun stuff.
This will take lots of time if he doesn't listen. So sending him your healing energy and love every day will be important. Yes, exactly. And like you said, he's empty, and he is a sponge, and he's absorbing every ounce that he's getting. What do you got? I've had that happen to me in a dream, Scott, LOL. Someone reached out and put their hand on my heart. I saw it as a form of Reiki.
I say this only because it was recent. One trance class lately, a guide that I have come through did that as we were trying to get down into trance, and she walked right up to me, put her hand on my heart, and I just felt myself just like sink.
Good.
You can even do that with a spouse.
What? Send a spouse love every day?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you do that every day.
But I say that sarcastically.
Okay.
I don't. Thank you, Kathy.
That
was a good question.
Thank you for coming in with that.
That was a good situation. That was we all learned.
Yeah,
from
we're
that.
sorry you're in that situation but it's a lesson learned. But you're going to help him and Grandpa too.
What a huge opportunity! Huge.
Just keep the protection for yourself. Get that selenite out there if you don't have it already, because it'll help. And keep the sage. Oh, remember, the black moon is coming tomorrow. The new moon is on Sunday. And for those of you who do the rituals for the new moon in the first of the month, which is the same day this month, or December, I should say, you sweep from left to right to get the old salt, if you put it down, out of the way, and go ahead and leave it in the dirt, and spray down the dirt, or where that salt was, not where you swept, but where it is in the dirt. And then you put more salt down to protect your house from negative and evil energies from coming inside. And you can do that completely around your house, on windowsills and everything. And it is a great time for blowing in the cinnamon. For those of you who know that ritual, you put a pinch of ground cinnamon. For those who don't, put a pinch of ground cinnamon in your hand and think of abundance. stand outside your front door. Now, Sherry suggests you do it in your back door too. And then you take cinnamon stick and smudge it, but you keep the abundance within your house. So anyway, you have your pinch of cinnamon. This is one of the rituals. And then you blow it in the house. Now, when you blow it in the house, leave the cinnamon alone for at least 24 hours. The reason is you've got to let the abundance come in. The side effects, or the other positive side effects of this, is cinnamon, or ants, mosquitoes, ticks, and a few other things do not like the smell of cinnamon. They stay away.
Aromatherapy for bugs.
Yes. I have not had any ants in my house since I've started this. No ants in my house at all once I started blowing the cinnamon in. Okay. Yes, using incense ashes, not just incense ashes, but the ashes. If you smudged your house with sage, you can also use that to make the black salt. It's really good too. What else needs to be done? Oh, and the third thing that Miss Sherry Beery taught me was to wash down your front door with either peppermint tea or warm water and peppermint essential oil. So that's our rituals for the weekend. Okay. And let's see. We had another question further up. Let me see what I got.
Calling on question.
No, we got one. Sweet Fairyish, are you still here? Oh, I gotta check what Jess said. Sweet Fairyish, are you here?
Yes, the more I'm around Jess, I think she's one of those witches too.
I think she is.
She shows a new side of herself every week.
Yes. Okay, I got to do this real quick. We're still waiting on Sweet Fairyish to come back. My mom had it out of pine needles and a cinnamon stick that I used to sweep my door frame. Making a simmer pot and using that to wash as well. Okay, sounds good. Yes, and Sherry Beery was making a simmer pot the other day with cinnamon and apples and orange and I think cloves too, which was really cool. There she is, Sweet Fairyish. Still here. Okay.
So who made this sign in her thing?
So, hello, grateful for a reading, please. Suffering from hyperthyroidism since April this year. I had to change doctors twice already as they weren't giving a good treatment. Thanks.
I'm already getting you're taking the wrong stuff, doing the wrong thing. I'm not a doctor. First of all, they're saying you haven't asked to be guided to the right physician. Not necessarily a doctor, but it sounds like you're trying. I'm getting, play with this as you desire. Who's that? Barbara O'Neill. She's a naturopath from Australia. Long story short, she's got a book, 4 books in one. She has a lot of home cures. Not that medical shouldn't be dealt with also, but I'd start looking some alternative. I don't think you're considering that side of the coin. You know, even herbs. There's a gal in my area here who does acupuncture is coming in so strong. Have you done any acupuncture with this?
Yeah, you need more of an Eastern healing instead
That's hitting
of
me
Western
hard.
healing.
It's an energetic thing I'm getting. There's some sort of energy block, and you're taking medicines, and they're treating symptoms, not the cause of it. Okay.
Yeah, the medication is not to heal.
It's numbing it, is what I'm hearing. The medication is just numbing your situation. but there's something else going on a little deeper. I'm gonna take you out on a different plateau here. Okay, my dear, you got a whole world in front of you to go try.
Where are you located, Sweet Fairyish?
And then there's
Country,
Claudene.
state? Yeah. Where are you at?
You want the book? Let me go get it. I'll show it to everybody.
Her name again, please. Oh, the lady from Australia. What's her name again?
Barbara O'Neill.
Okay. I'm putting it in the chat. I think that they're saying it's a different spelling. So I don't know which O'Neill it is, but oh, okay. Sweet Fairyish. Oh, wow. You're over by Madagascar. Mauritius. Oh,
This
I
is
did
backward.
spell it wrong. I spelled it right there. Hold on.
It's on Amazon. It goes the right way on your screen.
I haven't fixed yours. Hold on a minute.
That's
Let me
right.
fix yours real quick.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just let you do all the work.
Okay. I'm doing yoga and meditation.
Well, that's the beginning.
It is close to Madagascar. Am I right? Because we had somebody on there that used to be, that called themselves seashells. And I'm getting a lot of that same energy.
This book is on Amazon, FYI.
Yeah. And sorry, I spelled it wrong. I started to spell it that O'Neill, but I changed the.
I'm wondering, since we're sitting here.
Okay. Choose a number. Sweet Fairyish, choose a number
I
between.
was wondering if we could look up like hyperthyroidism if there's no index.
Okay. Well, let her pick a number.
Pick a number between 1 and
One and something.
1 in a million.
Me. I'm 1 in a million.
We're seeing if there's something in here about thyroidism. Oh, there it is. Look up thyroid.
I will, but hold on a minute. I'll let her choose a number. 50.
She picked up 8.
Hold on.
8.
Oh, she wants to look at page 8.
Maybe that's the index. We are looking feverishly for you.
Oh no.
This is a little game you can play with books too. Just have them give you a number. Open the page.
Number. Hold on a minute. Let me find the numbers which you need to do. Okay. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay. Page 28 to page. Ooh, I like this one too. Let's go with 449.
Between page 28 and 449, pick a new number.
Yeah, please pick a new number. And now I'm gonna do hyperthyroidism. Oh, 250.
Julia was coming to the show one day and she kept hearing this number 154, 154. Turned out to be in my book. And we read it and it hit both of us right between the eyes.
Yep.
What page is thyroidism on?
Page 251.
251 in this book.
Can reeds thrive without water while still growing? Oh, this is Job. Going in and is a condition characterized by an overactive thyroid gland, leading to excessive production of thyroid hormones. Symptoms may include weight loss, rapid heartbeat, palpitations, tremors, increased appetite, heat intolerance, sweating, anxiety, insomnia, and menstrual irregularities in women. Causes can be caused by autoimmune diseases like Graves' disease, thyroid nodules, thyroiditis, excessive iodine intake, certain medications, and thyroid cancer.
What's the solution?
Natural remedies and its uses. Lemon balm, Melissa officinalis, that's the scientific name, is an herb known for its calming and thyroid regulation properties. It contains compounds and inhibit the activity of thyroid stimulating hormones, thereby helping to normalize thyroid function in cases of thyroid hyperthyroidism. Prepare lemon balm tea by steeping 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried lemon balm leaves in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. Drink this tea 2 to 3 times daily. Alternatively, lemon balm supplements are available in capsule or liquid form.
Lemon balm.
Balm. Yes, lemon balm.
So start there. Oh, there's Victor. Hello, Victor.
Hello, Victor.
Anyway,
Yes, these are basically my symptoms, and there are some more too. I have Graves' disease. So, the hyperthyroidism is due to Graves' disease. So, you got to go back to,
I'm still feeling an energy block.
yeah. I'm with you on the, yeah, on the Kirby thing. Why can't I think of that?
What, Kirby acupuncture? Yeah, acupuncture.
That's the number one.
And I'm getting 4. If you just found an acupuncturist, 4 or 5 treatments for starters. And I'm either a month.
4
Or,
and yeah, I would say once a week.
Yeah.
At least.
I don't know
twice a week for 2 weeks.
where you are, or who there's somebody near you could find. I'm just getting the sense that there is somebody out there,
Yeah.
a really mystical person.
I haven't worked since June. This is worrying me. Okay, you're allowing the worrying come in, so be careful. You're accepting the worry. You're accepting the diagnosis. Let's change your mindset. Hold on, let me get the book. Let me get you another
If you
book.
have the mindset of, I'm going to do this, you just haven't found the right road yet, but you're getting there.
This is Don's book. If you haven't gotten it yet, I suggest you get it. Chapter 13 is all about healing healing your body with affirmations.
Just put out to the universe, send me the acupuncture guy I need, or girl.
Yeah, acupuncture, also mindset. It's very important that you change your mindset. It'll help.
You've got to drop the victim. If you're walking around going, oh, poor me, there's a lesson for you in this. And if you can maintain that, I'm going to move through this. That's where you got to go. And the other thing is, I've had enough. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Don't let it be a condition that you feel you have been.
Yes, she already put that in there. Yeah.
Good, Don. Hope this helped.
I am moving. I'm going to. I am moving through this. I am working on my solution. I am worthy. I am enough.
But for those of you hanging out with us here, you can see where we're going with this.
I am okay. I am worthy. I am enough.
When you start putting out the call, the universe will send you where you need to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll run into it when you're not expecting it. So it's like Jess was saying earlier, if you're tuned into the answers, you'll find them.
Good. Yes, she signed up for this learning lesson, to learn this lesson, yes.
Absolutely, my dear.
There you go.
Hope this helps.
There you go. Just be the positive.
I just felt a shift.
Yeah.
If you can hang on to this, the words I'm hearing is you'll be sailing.
And work on loving yourself too. Wow, Miss Jess wants a reading. Wow. Sorry. Water, sweet fairyish. I don't know what's going on with the water around you. Iodine. They said iodine. Do you eat a lot of seafood? Is there a lot of iodine in the seafood around you? That's the other thing they're telling me. Hello, Leonard. Welcome in. Lewis.
So are we tuning into Jess?
We're tuning into Jess. Hold on. There he goes.
Well, the funny thing was, have you polished your tiara lately, Jess?
Ooh. What does that mean?
Well, I'm just being dead honest with what I got. As soon as I tuned into you, I got a tiara on your head. She's saying Robin is first. Now you're stuck with us, Jess. We're working on you.
Yeah. Sorry, we got you, Robin. We'll get you. You know.
But the tiara, that's why I started laughing. You don't strike me as a tiara type.
No seafood. Oh. Take 2. Right. You got to stay away from iodine right now. That's why I was asking that question.
I'm working on you, Jess. Don't mind the silence.
You're next, Robin. After.
I don't know
us,
why I'm
Jess.
thinking of this, but in recent months, there was a reel going on my feed. And it was about this comedian talking to the women in the audience. And he looked at the women and he said, basically, you were raised by your father telling you you are a princess. And he says, that's not true. You're not a princess. So
Ooh.
she has not polished it lately. You know where I'm going with this, Jess? And I love your answer. They're saying it's time for you to put it on. That's self-acclaim, self-worth,
Yep.
That's interesting. What an analogy.
And I'm hearing crowning achievements.
Ooh, I
So,
like that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
They're saying pat yourself on the back.
Put it on and
Wear it proudly.
yep.
Does any of this make sense? Oh, you've been beating yourself up lately. Okay, time to put your tiara on.
It's in my glass cabinet.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's it doing in there? Isn't that for glasses? Don't you drink out of those? And glass or crystal?
It's a cute tiara. You got dark hair. It should look just great. You know what you should do? Take a picture of your tiara in pajamas and put a post out there. I don't know why I'm seeing you do this.
It'll work.
What is she thanking us for? What did I say that was so
I was
amazing?
thinking of wearing it the other day. Good. Then you were supposed to.
Yeah.
They're telling you for a reason.
You should wear it to the grocery store and see what people do. I think that would be great. Go buy groceries in your tiara.
Hey, I was going to say all of us women need to start wearing
Your
crowns and
tiaras.
stuff. Yeah.
I think that's cute. That's great, Jess. There's your answer.
Yeah.
They are saying wear it with pride
Yep. And then I'm hearing crowning achievement. There's something you're doing.
and self-recognition.
I'll wear my frozen onesie. Oh, that would be great. Do you understand what she's saying?
No, I'm right. That's a new word to me.
A onesie is is just one. It has feet in it, and I mean,
Oh, it's
like
a-
slippers. It's onesie.
Oh, okay.
One,
Pajama with the.
yes,
Okay.
and it's from Frozen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
That
of
would.
course, with the tiara. That'd be perfect.
She should go to Costco, wear that, and give out food samples. Why am I seeing you?
Hey,
you would
are
get
you
all the
putting-
attention in the store.
have you made any tinctures or any teas or anything that you want to sell? Because that's this time of year with Christmas coming. Yeah, I would say wear your tiara and your onesie, your frozen onesie. I was having a hard time. Oh my.
So did we answer your question? Did we inspire you?
Oh, what
I
else
say
did
we,
she-
them. They gave me the tiara.
Did they really give you a tiara?
No, they gave me the picture of the tiara.
Hey,
that-
everybody, if you want to send in a tiara for him,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should wear a tiara here in the show.
I know somebody makes them.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. And you do too. You know that person too.
Tiaras. Good. Okay,
Oh,
she's good. I can tell. She's back on track.
it's about you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you. Right now, this is your time.
You know what?
Time to shine.
Kiddo, this ties in with your ex texting you and you ignoring him,
Yeah,
or you not ignoring him, but choosing not to engage.
that's a crowning achievement.
Yeah, that there's a step there in the tiara, I think, is tied into this. So you got a theme going here.
You are a divine, divine feminine goddess, queen, warrior. Okay. All of those.
And we love
All
you,
of those in one. Yes.
even though you live in Tennessee.
She's too young for you. I keep telling you that. Oh, there's Miss Robin. Thank you, Jess. We do love your energy and your input. So thank you. So Robin would like to know what you tune into my highest and greatest good.
Wow. What's that TV show where the contestant spins this? It's a big board with all these different options on it.
Mount Wheel of Fortune,
Something like that.
but it's down here.
It's down there, but this is a hanging on the wall, but it's not money prizes. It's choices. It's like a big roulette wheel with, love myself, hate myself, da 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 da.
It wasn't the Price of Right or
Something like that. But anyway, they're showing me a game show wheel, and this is your wheel, and it has all these options in your life available, and you're supposed to spin this thing. And of course, I'm doing this all mentally. I can't read what all is on the dial, but where I'm going with this is you have a plethora of choices in terms of action to take at any given time. They want you to spin the wheel, is what I heard them say. Spin the wheel and make a choice. It's your life. She's feeling limited. That's what it is. Okay. So you have way more in terms of options available to you than you're allowing yourself to see. I think you've locked yourself down, whatever the situation is or desire or longing is. I think even you're having getting the feeling that you have the sense that there's no way out of this, but that's not true. There is always, always, always an option. Some of them are a little absurd. Okay, they're suggesting now, list every option you can think of, whether practical or not. And they want you to open your eyes to how many options you do have available to you. For instance, if you have a job you hate, you have more than one option. You can go apply for new jobs. You can go talk to a boss. You can try to negotiate the situation that you're dealing with, and on and on. Or you can walk away from it and start over. So all I'm getting at is consider the options that you're not considering. And they're saying the solution that would suit you the best, you haven't even considered. Why am I getting a parent in here? Is this something to do with a mother? It's a family thing. There's somebody that can help you that you aren't even asking or think they won't ask, but they want you to ask them anyway, even though you think it's a long shot, because this may be the one that will be the money shot.
Yep.
There's somebody who wants to help you that you have not approached. And I am leaving you with that because that's where the party just stopped.
Wow. Thought I'd have a couple more seconds.
Yeah, I was just wondering. No, because that was the punchline.
Ah.
Collective cards in the tower.
I'm reading in just a second. Hold on. This is what came to me immediately for you, Robin. It's My Life by Bon Jovi. It's now or never. The collective card is the tower. That means the universe is making the changes and there's nothing you can do about it. So embrace it, be ready, and do the changes. And
what's that movie, the Disney movie, the girl she lets her hair down so somebody can climb up her hair into the tower.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Can't think of it.
Yeah, that's Victor gets Man in the Mirror.
Robin, are you distant with your mother? I'm seeing a maternal female somehow tied into you. I don't know if that's an option or not, but options unexplored are a lost in achievements, is what they're saying. So ask the universe to Rapunzel. That's
Thank you. Oh, hi, 85 says. What's the fast food Friday? Okay. Tangled.
Tangled. That's what I'm
Tangled,
thinking
yeah.
of. Tangled.
I was thinking of Tangled too. But in my 2 weeks, could I have a reading? Oh, yes, Lewis. I'll add the question to the list. And yes, Billy, yours was added too. Okay. What am I getting?
And you've got blonde hair, so let your hair down. At least in the picture.
Yes, Ramen knew it was Rapunzel as well.
Do you have a maternal grandmother? Somebody, I'm seeing this older female in your world that would be an option to consider. Maybe it's not monetary, but when you stay here with me in spirit or physically. Throw a concern out to mom if she's there physically.
Okay. Do we have any Facebook people on here? It's almost like we don't have any Facebook people.
All YouTubers.
Oh, YouTube's.
Okay, who are we doing next?
You're on the list. Okay. Hold on. I was other than the thing for Robin about.
Oh,
the
I'm
other
sorry. I
thing,
didn't mean to trample you. I was moving on.
Yeah, he's fast today. Moving fast. And I'm getting male energy from the other side.
Ooh, yay.
Oh, good job, sweet fairy. He knew there was one near you. He did.
I see
Ants,
an
maybe,
Indian
yeah.
man, as in Indian.
And I'm hearing guru. Positive. This is for Robin. Okay, what do we got? You need to get more grounded, Robin. I think I read you this week because it's feeling you got a lot of good energy around you, but then I'm getting, like I said, male energy of somebody from the other side. But and you're not working, right, Robin? You don't work, at least not. Gosh. There's a lot of negativity surrounding male side in your head, and usually has something to do with work. Also, it's past life. So whatever it is, definitely need to get. I'm having a hard time opening that eye too. Blockages are on that side. So you've got help on the female side, like he said, but you've got blockages on the male energy side from the other side and also here. Thank you, sweet fairyish. We appreciate that. He is Chinese. You said Indian.
I was seeing Indian.
He is Chinese, apparently. Well, his name might be. Who knows?
No. Hey, you don't know till you try. So
yeah.
If it feels right with this guy, do it. If it doesn't feel right, don't.
Yeah, if you get in there and your gut says no, the answer is no. Snap it did get grounded as feel for, it need grounding. Okay. Ooh. All right. Retired. Yeah. Are you doing any volunteer work or anything? Because this is old energy that I'm getting in the head on the male side.
Who's retired? Robin?
Robin's retired.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see her as that old.
Yeah, definitely cut the cords from the old job. There's some, I will do clearing. Yeah, there's some energy, old energy. So call in Archangel Michael if you'd like, or do it yourself and get this, cut those cords, even in the past life. Just put foot in the ground for grounding, yes, but cleansing this old energy is going to be very advantageous for you, and it's got me foggy on that side. Whew. Okay. Red, it's your time. What was your question? What is your question, Red? And then after Red is Leonard, and then Lewis. And then Billy. Red, Leonard, Lewis, Billy. All guys' names.
Waiting.
Na, 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 na. Sorry, it reminds me of Rawhide.
Yeah, exactly. You
So,
are
Red.
welcome.
It's your turn. Hello.
Hit the road, Jack.
Is that a song you're hearing? General, please. Okay. Okay. General. Ooh, why are they telling me to do this? What you got?
Oh, I was waiting. I didn't know.
No, it's yours. It's red. Red's up.
Red, yeah. I don't know what the exact term is, but in karate they have these batons. Maybe they're a baton.
Isn't it? Nunchucks.
Yes, something like that. But you're holding two of these batons like they would use in karate in a cross in front of you.
It's preparing for a
for a battle or yes. But you're at war with yourself is what I'm getting. But you're posed for battle, but there's nobody to battle except what you've got going on in your head. And I don't mean that as a put down. I mean that as a maybe something you hadn't considered, how much of a war you are at with yourself. And my thinking is that war inside probably generates an energy with you to maybe get very frustrated with people on the outside of you in terms of energy or general interaction. And they're saying, take a look at yourself because that's where the focus needs to be. And sometimes it's not fun. And sometimes you go, I've been there. Not that I'm done being there. It takes a lot of courage to turn around and, oh, I did do that, or I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I could have done this a different way. It's a constant state of analyzation. You can't put yourself at the top of the pyramid and condemn everybody else because they're looking up at you, condemning you. You're sitting on that pyramid. So in terms of general, that's as general as I know how to be. And there's pain that I think you've had from the past that you're masking with the anger and things that need to be looked at. And they're saying, how clean do you want your house to be? That's what I'm clearly hearing. And that just takes commitment. It means walking out on the edge of that diving board and looking down the water and think, do I want to jump in this pool? And you just go, yep, I'm going to. And you jump off the board. Take a good look. You're a good person. You got a lot to offer. And I hope that helps. But they're saying dig deeper. And it isn't your fault, they're also saying. So don't beat yourself up. Because at any given time, all of us are doing the best we know how to do. And if they're showing me the image of polishing a car.
Wax on, wax off?
I hadn't gone there, but yes. But it's like if one polish isn't working up to bring enough shine, you use a different polish. Some polishes have more grit in them than others or something like that. But it's just, they're saying multiple layers of wax. So it's like peeling the onion, If you look at yourself as an onion and each layer you peel off is an improvement or an awareness or a different way of thinking, there's always another layer below to peel off. So use that as an analogy. I like Julie's wax on, wax off.
Well, and when you were talking about nunchucks and everything like that, to me, Karate Kid comes into mind.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also feeling that you're having a huge trouble in giving.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit on receiving, but that's the blocks you put up. But you put a block on yourself giving. It's that you don't want to give to anybody else. Well, start giving to yourself. It's the fight inside, and I've felt this many times before. And I close my eyes because it's painful. There's like a cut down your eye, just on the left side. And messages are trying to come into you. The universe is trying to send you the information you need, and you're fighting. And it feels like the female energy is fighting. So the left side is fighting is just fighting, fighting, fighting. Your God mind, which is usually on the right side in your head, is standing there and taking it. Oh, and you're not being authentic with yourself. That's why I got the gurgling in my throat, because you're not being authentic, and it's all built up on your left side, on the female energy side. It's all built up, and it's going to explode if you do not take the time to forgive yourself. And they're saying it over and over again. Forgive, 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 forgive. You have to forgive yourself enough, love yourself enough so that you can get the freedom that is rightfully yours. You're the one who put yourself in this prison. No one else did. It's the choices you've made. And then once you forgive yourself and love yourself enough, then you'll have the freedom, and then you'll be able to move forward. But you've got a lot of work to do, and this is the time to do it. We've got a black moon tomorrow, and that's just release all that negative stuff. Sit in the shadow and do your shadow work. And you can look up what shadow work means on Google or YouTube, and they'll have guided meditations to help you with your shadow work.
I'm also, what they're saying is all eyes are on you, Victor. Not Victor.
Not Victor,
Not
sorry.
Victor. You're okay, Victor. Not, it's red. And when I say all eyes are on you, the energy around you, your guides, whatever you want to call them, you're in the spotlight. They've all got to focus on you because they want to poke you in the side and
raise you up.
Yeah, just so you're along. They see the pain you're in, you don't, and they're anxious to help you dissolve it. So understand that you've done nothing wrong. You just are where you are. And it's a matter of making a decision or a choice to do something different than what you've been doing. They're saying, look at the outside world through different eyes. And that's because you've got to change the inside receivers so you can look out differently.
Thank you, Shield Nova. Appreciate that. Because that Carl Jung is
Young Carl Jung.
Is important as well. I mean, there's so many things so many people you can utilize. And when we talked about third eye room earlier, and when you came on, Red, it is you need to put yourself in the third eye room. Your ego and analytical mind, the past traumas and everything, and your God mind and all your soul, your positivity, it needs, all of that needs to be put in there. Or you could say just my shadow self, myself, and my highest self in the room, and work on that. Because like he said, your guides are all around you. I feel the circle, and they're all holding hands.
Wow. Yeah, I see them. They're in the stadium looking down on you. Everybody's waiting for you because they're ready.
Yeah, and they're all praying and sending you love and hoping you'll notice that they're all there with you. All you have to do is ask for the help. Ooh. All right. Hope that helps.
Have a nice day.
Red. Yes.
Go explore yourself. Love who you are.
Yes. You're a lot more than you give yourself credit.
Calgary.
Hello, Michelle. Michelle, we are going to read Leonard, but my question to you is, how many dance classes have you been to? That's my question for you. Leonard, did you have Len, did you have a specific question today? Because I know you asked to be added to it. So.
Oh, good. You know, Red, I just felt a softening in you. FYI.
Got to get balanced.
Something, no, I mean, you've shifted.
Right. But he feels all the heaviness on his left side of his head. So, or Red does. Okay, just believe. You can do this. We all have a lot of work to do, so just
Who
Take
is
one step at a
next?
time.
Who are we?
I was asking for Len. Leonard, are you still here? If
Who-
not, we're going to go to Lewis. Mr. Lewis.
I remember Lewis came rolling in here.
Finally put in my 2 weeks. Could I have a reading for my highest and greatest good? Of course.
This was a job he hated, right?
Yeah, he had a long commute too. And about the car, and the car wasn't working well, and he borrowed a car and it fell apart or something. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Why am I seeing a bicycle? It's a bicycle.
Maybe he only needs a bicycle.
Are we working on Lewis?
Yeah, we're on Lewis now.
Well, the first thing I'm hearing is they are saying this is a time of discovery for you. They want you to relax and enjoy it as you transition. And I'm assuming to another job. But there's this huge, I'm feeling this big weight off of you. Like you can breathe where you couldn't breathe before. Where's Michelle Oliver in her dance class?
Don't worry about it. You're reading Lewis.
I got distracted. Yeah, I was waiting
Go
for
back
something.
to Lewis. Okay.
Lewis. But it's funny. It's like, have you ever seen this picture where the woman is out in the field of flowers and there's nothing but blue sky and she's swinging and dancing and twirling around? Not that you're the woman in the dress, but they're showing me this scene for you. Once you get away from the job and are relieved of that situation, they want you to enjoy the time frame where you're unattached in terms of responsibility. They want you to take a break here and relax and ponder your existence, as it were. Yeah, I just keep seeing this. You're taking a deep breath of fresh air. There was a lot of anchoring energy at that other job, holding you down. Something was holding you back energetically, or you felt suppressed, stifled,
Yes.
unappreciated. The job was not in tune with who you are. So I don't know what you're oriented to or what your skills are, but there's something much more favorable waiting for you. Ask to be led to it, they're saying. But I can just feel this.
Yeah, and I'm feeling a
I
lot
can
of
breathe.
positive stuff coming in.
So that's all good. But they're saying use that freedom of breath to explore new possibilities, if that means anything to you.
And the energy has been raised a lot. There's still a little apprehension in your solar plexus. It's just small. But believe it. Believe in you. And I know you trust your guides. And it's 10:10 here, everybody. We finally made it to 10:10. What else am I getting for Lewis? I do see that you, or feel that you need some rest.
Yeah, but it's like I feel him energized.
Well, I feel energized, but then it's like to prepare for the next step, he needs rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm seeing celebration. I feel like I'm coming into less stress and have time to focus on myself. Yes, it's that time. But the rest to me is focusing on yourself for a little bit, getting self-care, getting back to the self-care that you had, routines that you had prior to this particular job, because it was a lot of time. 12:10 there. Okay. Well, when it hits 12:12,
like
Shield.
6:10 and
What?
I was looking at the times here.
Okay. And it is now 11:11 at Jess's house and Bonnie's and everybody in Tennessee and Central Standard Time. 11:11. And it will soon be 12:12 where Shilnova is at.
Hope that helps.
Yeah. Lewis, what else we got? I'm just getting lots of positive energy. Also, cut the cords from what's left over of the energy at that work. Even before you leave, cut the cords. Get the selenite out and just get it cleaned up before you leave. You don't want to walk out there with any negative attachments, negative energy from this prior job. And to me, the commute was also a bother. Why am I getting your left arm is weak right now? Yeah, why the weakness? From the shoulder on down is weakness in your left arm. Self-care. They're reminding me about self-care. Usually when I get this right arm stuff, it's I don't know when the last time you had a checkup, but it might be time for a checkup if you haven't had one in a year or more. And they're saying within a year you're good, but if it's been outside of a year, please get checked out, because anytime I'm getting pain on my left arm, and that's not a positive thing usually. But I'm getting weakness and weakness and positive energy both. So take care of yourself. Okay. Ooh. Love it. Love the energy. And congratulations. Okay. Billy. Billy. Are you still here?
I'm getting railroad tracks with Billy.
Railroad tracks?
The old railroad tracks, riding the rails. He's drifting. Riding the rails.
Oh. Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Out of whack. Okay.
You don't have any long-term goals is what I'm getting, Billy. You're just,
Where the train takes it?
yeah, just riding the rails. Nothing wrong with that, except they want you to solidify a future. That's what their suggestion is. Have you paid attention to, like, things that a lot of people don't think about as retirement, getting older, blah, blah, blah. And they're saying it's time to start laying a foundation. I don't know how old you are or what you're involved in, but mediocrity, what does that word mean? It's not my word.
Mediocrity, that's just not above, not below, just in the middle.
That's
just
okay.
All about mediocrity.
That's what they're giving me for you. Yeah, you got to, you're lacking direction. I don't know whether it was not in the environment you grew up in, but they're showing me somebody's trying to shake you and rattle your cage. 29. Okay, that makes sense. It's time to start. Okay.
What?
They're showing me him on a skateboard. It's time to stop. They're saying it's time to stop skateboarding. You know, I think of a skateboarder, somebody just riding down the side, you know, just messing around.
Riding here and there.
Yeah,
everywhere.
nothing to do. And
letter is R with him. What?
But
you're on the list.
Well, here, Billy, I got to tell you this. It makes sense to me looking back, but I was told men's frontal lobes our frontal lobes don't develop until we're 28.
So he just started.
So you now have a brain. You're allowed to function. Welcome to the world of manhood. And I say that because I can look back in my life and how I was thinking at a younger age, especially in my 20s, as opposed to when I got older and smarter. So, okay, now's the time to flip the switch, they're saying. They're saying you have become a man. So put the skateboard away, stop riding the rails. And they keep using the word anchor, but I see something being screwed into the ground, you know. Because there's somebody in your life. I don't think you have found each other yet. But there's somebody out there waiting for your energy to get anchored, is what I'm hearing. So do with that what you will.
Sorry about the last
Oh,
one.
you're fine. I don't mean to scold you like a parent. They are scolding you. It's not my fault. Well, that's a good idea. Put up the order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so they know who's next.
Victor Cedro. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, Billy.
What do I got for Billy? Third eye. How's your third eye there, Victor? I'm getting it. Blockage in the third eye. And I'm just checking my third eye. My third eye is fine, and they're saying yours is not. Because I close my eyes, and my third eye is bright, shiny, and ready.
It's not a destined meeting. It's somebody in your future, but you've got to be ready for them. So I get, and I say this affectionately, I'm getting an immature outlook on your persona in terms of responsibility. You've never taken anything seriously. And that's emotional intelligence, and you might read up on that. I'm saying this just to draw your attention because I'm hearing it's time. And if you aren't ready for this encounter, that encounter will take place on their side with another person who is ready. So I want you to be ready for the meeting. I want you to be dressed up for the show, and on and on and on, things like that.
So basically, this is your
Wake up call.
area, God's area of preparation. This is for you to get ready for what's coming next.
Be ready to be ready,
Yes.
as Abraham Hicks says.
First thing, what does he need to do first, Mr. Victor? And second, forgiveness. First is to love your damn self, then forgive yourself. You need holding the truth.
I just heard Billy, they just hit it again. They want you to take life more seriously. It's a lark. Not that that's a wrong thing to do, but there's responsibilities to deal with. You know, you're maturing. You're not a kid anymore. So they said, get out of kid mode and deal with your ramifications. That's not right. Anyway, you have
heal the past. That's what I'm getting. When you said ramification, it's heal the past. So thank you, Victor. It took you a while. There you go.
He's slow today.
He's thinking ahead on other things and just forgot that part. So this is number one, to love yourself. And one way to do that is to forgive yourself. And we already talked about forgiveness gives you freedom and helps you move forward. But this is your God's area of preparation. So self-care. There's, to me, 4 pillars of self-care. One is rest. The next one is nutrition and hydration. Very important. Hydration, they say, is more important than nutrition. Anyway, that's the second one. The third one is exercise. And the fourth one is get some sun, get outside, get to nature. And a lot of that you can do together. So work on you right now.
Yes, Shield Nova put her up.
I'll get that.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
I'm just finishing up. I'm not going to do that while
Faster,
I'm faster,
faster.
Stop. I think he wants to end this quick or something.
Too many coffee beans today.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was grabbing him every time I walked by him.
Uh-oh. I'm going to have to slap your head every time you walk by. Health, finances, and then...
That's a good plan.
And then relationship. Yeah. Well, yeah, relationship. Until you have a good relationship with yourself, don't think you're going to get a relationship with someone else. Because you got to take care of you. You are first. Okay. You're the most important person in your life. Just saying.
You saw what Shield said?
A few times, but I'm going to start with this one. Then I'm going to hit this one, and I'll go back to where So in a way, if he does the work, he'll attract that person.
That's what I was after.
Okay. So
this is Shield's words of wisdom.
Yep.
And I agree with that.
Yep. So do the work and get started. It's not like something you're going to be able to finish in one day.
But they're saying put your big boy hat on.
And they talk the girls, get your big girl panties on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big
why
boy
is it
pants.
big boy hat? Oh, okay, now you're just saying pants.
Yeah. They showed me hat, but I knew they meant pants.
Well, let's see what. Okay, she'll know. General, please. Highest grace. What you got?
Well, her name instantly gave me, the old Roman swords or shields. They're standing there with the shield in front of them, in one hand, and sword in the other.
Is it one of the big shields?
Big metal shields.
That goes from.
Okay, who are you protecting yourself from? You got your walls up. Ta-da! There it is.
Billy.
That's the basic theme of it. Who are you blocking yourself from, or is it everybody? They're saying lower your shields. You're afraid to be who you are. I think you put out. You're one of those people pleaser things. I've been there, done that. I still tend to do it at times. But I think you're very concerned about putting out what you think the other person wants to hear rather than putting out what you really think or feel or relate to. They're saying quit putting on the act is what I just heard. Ta-da.
Yeah.
And now I see her looking. She's lowered the shield just to eye level, like, moi? Who, me? You know it's you. You know what you're doing. They're saying the game isn't working. I say this out of all affection. I'm not scolding you. But they're saying it's time to get a new perspective. Is that what we said? You have a lot of fun in you, and you have a lot of sincerity, and you have a lot of honesty, but you're doctoring it too much rather than just putting it out. You're editing a lot of what comes out of your mouth rather than being sincere. And you're editing for the audience at hand. They're saying don't edit. You'll draw a different audience in.
Be your authentic self.
I don't know if that hit home or not.
Gotta work on it. Yeah, work on it. That's good.
That's all you can do. One step at a time, one day at a time. But I'm creating awareness here. The first step is awareness. So when you hear yourself speaking, when you see yourself interacting with somebody else, go, oh, wait a minute. I'm doing that thing again. Ta-da! Home run.
Knocked it out of the park. It's a grand slam.
We love you. We love you.
Yep. And
good. First step. Oh, that's great. That's huge. I'm just validating you, or not validating, but what's that word?
confirming.
Confirming. Yes.
They gave you the words to confirm what she's already working on. As far as the shield, the first thing I got is that there was a block on your giving hand, and that you weren't giving. Now the block has been moved to your receiving hand. So you're ready to give again on your own terms, but now you've blocked receiving because you figured that keeping things away from you, it'll be easier for you. But again, this is about you. You've got to take care of you.
Be raw. Stick out in the crowd. Heck with the. Don't worry about. You don't have to be foul, but you can tell it like it is. A lot of times people hear that differently.
Yeah.
And it depends on how you say it and what energy you put in the tone. There's all those. People don't want to listen to somebody that's blazing at them with their six gun. You want to speak softly, carry a big club. Isn't that the other?
Yeah. And
say it with concern.
And you're receiving, it's the communications that you've really put a block on. So open up as much as you are willing to, right now, one step at a time. I'm hearing not to open don't let the flood in, but one step at a time, open up the gates, receiving gates, little at a time. And I would concentrate on communication, like he was saying. Don't change your verbiage for your audience. Be your authentic self. Okay. Don't make the edits.
But they're also saying temper your thoughts. So I think you probably got a critical side. Would I be fair in saying that? Now, see, that was not raw. I'm just being honest with you. But your critical side is taking a lot of your energy away from yourself. So stop putting the finger out and put the finger back aiming at you. Work on your inside as much as you're working on others' outsides.
And how do we do that, Mr. Victor? You got to be ready today, Mr. Victor. Oh, beaver. Yeah. Let's see. Popped out for me was beaver. Don't be that workaholic. Yeah. Okay. All right. I hope
Go,
that
be
helps.
happy, child.
Yes.
Take 2 aspirin and call us in the morning.
Yep. Okay. James, we usually do love readings on Wednesdays, right, Bonnie? But what do you got for love? Yes, thank you.
I don't know if I'm seeing him or
Put
I'm
this
seeing
back up there
her.
for you. That's for you, Shield. And thank you for doing that. Okay. So you're not seeing James or another person?
I'm seeing somebody with 6 shooters, 2 guns, each holster. And I don't know who it is. I think it's him.
Pull out. Look at the hands. Can you see the hands?
They're man hands.
They're man hands. Okay, these are James.
Okay, so James. So they're showing me a picture of you wearing 2 holsters, 2 guns, like the old cowboys. And they're saying leave the guns in the holster. You're too quick to pull them and fire.
Right, love readings on Sunday as well. Sorry.
So would I be accurate in saying that you tend to shoot first and ask questions later? That's it. That can get you into a lot of trouble. They're saying be more cautious with your entry.
Oh yeah.
Critical expression has its place. However, sometimes the delivery process, depending on what you use, blocks the receiver instantly. The trick is to come in soft enough with the words that create interest rather than, energetic. Ooh, I got to get away from this person.
Right.
And yeah, they just keep saying, put the guns back in the holster. Better yet, take the guns off.
Leave the holster.
Yeah, leave the holster hanging on the
peg
by the back door.
Or
and there's one person. Oh, there's one person in particular you've been pretty hard on, and I'm getting a she, is struggling with that energy. Energy can repel as well as attract. What was that old? There was an old stock market ad, and I can't remember the name.
Bull and bear.
Well, when EJ something talks, all the heads turn in the room, but it was a whisper.
Yeah.
More people will struggle to hear you whisper than hear you scream out loud.
If you want to get somebody's attention, whisper.
That's it.
That is a.
Yes, that's exactly it. Content versus delivery.
Yeah.
But you're also you've got this controlling side, I'm thinking, James. You got to let people do their own self-discovery. Give people options, don't demand particular actions, because an action you might take isn't going to be the same action that's going to be relevant for another person. Let people discover their own journey. I think you're trying to, whatever the control issue is, let them seek, or they're saying, let them seek their own fortune. You can guide and say, hey, if it were me, I might do this, but don't demand a particular action of another person.
Yeah.
I love that honesty. See, you just
Yeah.
no, it doesn't suck. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. You don't at all. But I'm so used to hearing from certain people, and not you, that you have my permission to do that. And it's like, no, I don't need your permission to do that. So why would you say something like that? I mean, the other day, oh yes, take good care of Alex and make sure she has everything she needs. And I'm going, you're hilarious. That was my only reply to that person, because I'm a grandmother. And I'm a mom and a grandmother. So I take care of my grandkids and I take care of my kids. And for somebody to tell me what to do is like, who are you? You're certainly not God. So back off. I make the decision. And that's kind of what I'm hearing, is that you're telling people in a certain way that this is the way,
The other thing you can do is ask people questions. How come you do that? Or, be curious about who they are.
Be curious. Positive, though. Be positive.
In a caring manner.
Why would you do that? No. Is there a reason why you do that instead of this? I'm just asking,
There's a sign that I have seen before, and it says, the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're saying.
So stop the beatings and the morale will probably improve faster. So.
Yeah.
I love that sentence. There's a place I go to buy parts, and it's in there on the counter. And it's so true.
Right. If you're still working on childhood trauma, the dark moon or black moon is coming up. Utilize that with the shadow work and all. It'll be very helpful.
I need to say this. Just you triggered something with me, James. I'm glad you posted that. It's a lack that you're aware of, so now you can practice it.
Work on it, yeah.
There's a group called Toastmasters. And I don't know what part of the world you're in, but these are groups that meet every... Oh, UK. I don't know,
James.
Anyway, but you go to weekly meetings where you learn to stand up in front of the crowd and talk. But where I'm going with this is Deanna was telling me, we know a gal that used to work for the Highway Patrol. Somehow, somewhere, some way, they hired a flock of these guys for new jobs. I don't know whether it was officer work or what, but they were going to be in contact with the public. The problem was when they got everybody to graduation point, nobody could talk to, they had to let them all go because nobody knew how to talk to another human in terms of being an officer or whatever it was they were involved in. And what they found out was this generation is on the phone all the time, texting. Yeah. You're not learning to interact with people, facial expressions, body language, all of this stuff that you would need if you're going to be out in the world talking to people. And she said they let the whole bunch of them go because none of them could meet the bill.
Oh, wow.
And that's scary. So where I'm going with this, if you're on the phone all the time, you got to put yourself in social situations where there are people around that force you to practice.
And it's like what we do, our spiritual muscles, we practice all the time. So practice makes perfect. Joining something like that. Yes.
Do it.
And if you have or haven't gone to college, doesn't matter.
Writing classes and
writing classes, but also public speaking classes.
Yes.
And a lot of the community colleges have them, and it's only 3 credit hours, and it's money well spent. It really is. It really helps a lot. And you get to talk to a lot of people.
Build your confidence.
Yeah. And you guys are all in the same boat and you're doing it together. So.
James, good, Victor.
What is it?
He said, James, do it.
Control much? Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So I love it. It's a longer thing. All right. I hope that helps you, James. Please let us know how are things going. Michelle
send
is
money.
next. Huh? Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe a message from Gabriel might help me.
Well, first of all, I'm tangled up in her energy because I can totally relate to it. And I'm just feeling her heart. Ugh. I'm on your side, Michelle. I'm not criticizing. I'm tuning in here. And the first words I'm hearing from them is, don't lock yourself away. And you said you were shy. I don't know what part of the world you're in.
Canada.
The dance lessons. I take dance lessons. That's why I was curious where you were.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
It's a confidence issue. You've got to put yourself out there and take that leap, they're saying. Shyness can be a curse in that it does two things. If you can rally and muster the courage to face that fear, that's the first thing. But the other thing you're doing is letting the shyness control you. You're in no danger. The worst thing that's going to happen is you might say the wrong word the wrong way, but you know what? Anything that happens to you is going to be a benefit. Locking yourself in that house with a Christmas tree is not going to do you a damn bit of good in terms of causing you to grow and be something other than who you are today. And that's the name of the game. You don't want to be the same person tomorrow that you are today. And I'm just saying, get out there, get onto some of these meetups. I'm sure they have meetup in Canada, local groups. Just even if you're the wallflower, go until you got comfortable with the crowd. And it's a matter of just pushing yourself out there on the stage. Think of those kids that get out on AGT, and I'm amazed that they've got the courage. You can see them trembling. Everybody's shaking when they walk out, but you got to do it. You don't get anywhere without pushing yourself.
Right. You've got this. You just got to put one foot in front of the other.
And you've got a lot to give.
Yeah. And the baby steps are fine.
Yeah.
They're more than you're taking now. So take the baby steps. But in the dance classes, that's where you'll find the friends. Even if they don't have to partner up all the time.
No.
You can do line dancing. Because I know in Calgary, it's very Western oriented. And so line dancing is great.
I've been taking line dancing. Huh? Electric slide. I even learned. I'm taking my instructor teaching me electric slide. What's the other? There's a pink something or other. And my brain gets all twisted around between the two dances. It's fun. Yeah, but put yourself in the same crowd every week where you get to know people.
Yes, that's what I meant. Your friends are at the dance classes.
You start to bond. Go. Yeah, you got to go.
You got to go. It's just my husband, Gabriel, did everything with me.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
But you are enough. You are enough. Say this to yourself. I am enough. Say it again. I am enough. Come on. Keep saying it. And look yourself in the mirror and say, I am enough. I love me.
And I hate saying this because my cohort here tells me all the time. It's about finding who you are, not being dependent on another person to show you who you are, and another person to be your validation. And you're finding yourself, you just don't know it. And I'm just pushing you from behind here to get out. And so is Julie. And I'm being bombarded with this stuff in my life about finding yourself as opposed to looking for that other person to validate you. So get into the dance steps. I think that's a fabulous place. You're in a safe environment. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's stumbling around, learning the new steps.
Right.
And it's not the instructor hasn't seen it before. So
right. And everybody has a first day. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody does. I remember when I went to Tina's for the first time. It was my first day.
This little mouse walked in the room. I remember. I remember clearly.
And just so you know, I am a shy person. I am an introvert. Can you tell? No.
See,
I don't
she's
allow
come a long
you
way.
to tell that, because I know who I am now. So
she's a shy person.
But I am a shy person.
That talks a lot. When do you give her the chance?
But if I'm in a new environment,
yeah,
I'm going to be observing, and I'm not going to say a word.
But you said it great the first day. Everybody has a first day.
Everybody has a first day.
There was a commercial on here years ago, a car dealer, and he was adulating. Imagine being 6 years old, going into this first grade class or kindergarten, whatever it is, your first day, how brave you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
At 6 with your little lunchbox. You're going to this world you've never, ever been part of before. You don't know teachers. You don't know the other kids. Think of the courage that takes.
Yeah.
And that's huge. So be the 6th grader on first grade.
Yep. And next Calgary days,
Ooh.
you're going to be there. And I might be there. You never know.
A lot of dancing there.
So be ready for the next Calgary days. That is your goal. That's your achievement. An achievement is a goal that has been completed. So your achievement will be Calgary days.
Okay, Michelle, here, I'm going to push you a little bit. I don't know what kind of dancing you like to do. I like country western. But you've got to wear very short shorts. You got to fray the edges of them, and you've got to wear like hardly anything on top, and boots. Then you can go to the Western bars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Think of all the diving boards you'll jump off doing that one. But you got to learn the electric slide.
Well, one step at a time. You're going to the dance classes first, and then you're going to get enough friends that they're going to help you get to the Calgary days.
There's going to be another shy person there that you can bond with.
Yeah. And it might not be right away. You might be there 3 months.
Yeah.
A year in the dance classes. And then somebody is going to come in and you're going to see yourself in them.
It's like going to a new church. You don't know everybody first day.
Well, and Tina's class.
Yes.
I see a lot of new people come in. And they see me as me now, not the way I walked in at the first day. And people tell me I intimidate them. Why would I intimidate you? I had a first day too. Because, we all go through it. So.
Two-step.
Yeah, the two-step.
I've been learning two-step moves.
Yeah. So don't worry about finding the partner now. Just go to the classes and you'll find your partner there.
Get yourself in the environment.
Yeah. And talk to the dance instructor because they're going to be able to help you. And they'll know somebody that would be a great partner for you. It'll work out.
I'm just going to throw this out. Stay away from the Arthur Murrays and the big, you don't have to go to those high. I tried that. It's very expensive. And you can find a local dance person somewhere for much, much less and much more intimate.
Yeah. Make sure it's a local person.
The big franchises are amazingly expensive, but they create this ambiance, and it's expensive ambiance.
It's a comfort level. Exactly.
You got it, girl. You got it.
So I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I get that you want to do this. We're trying to nudge you. That's all.
Yeah. And Calgary days, you've got this. You've got plenty of time. You've got a little over about 7 months to get there.
The next thing I want you to do is if you're out there somewhere, ask a guy to dance with you. Don't wait for him to dance to find you.
Right.
Get up and dance with me.
But be the shy person to begin with. Sit in the back and observe first and then go for it.
Go. You can be the little mouse in the back first time, but the more you do it, the better you get.
At the Ranchman's. Ooh, that sounds like a fun
Is that a bar or is it a country something?
Country dance. Country honky tonk. I don't know. Okay. And we have, I think the last one on the list today is Melissa. You both told me I was going to move to be closer to my son. I am the 5th person on the list for the apartment. I want to thank you both. And I know you've come in and said, will I get the apartment or not? You just got to keep manifesting, keep believing and seeing it. And
she should stay on this list, but I want you to keep looking someplace else.
Yeah, get on more lists.
Don't just sit here waiting for this one because I think there's another one that you're going to get to sooner.
It is a honky tonk bar.
Okay, cool.
That's perfect. I see you doing more with. Yeah, I'm seeing more help with the bar later, but Michelle will work on Melissa, but I'll get to that. a little bit. Anyway, you both told me. Okay, so get on more lists.
She's not going to get. There's another one waiting for you that's in a better place that you're going to like better. I don't know what your apartment situation is, but I just get the sense you're going to find another one before this one comes up. But keep looking. You got nothing to lose.
And Victor has been manifesting apartments too. How many different apartments have you found, Victor? Please let her know that so that she can know that it's wide open.
Yeah, Victor went through a lot.
Yeah, and I think he had 4 or 5. He's on 4 or 5 lists now, compared to you being on one and being the 5th. Get some more lists going, because you could be number 1 on the list. I'm feeling one that's kind of closer to, and it's more that she wants, and it's kind of hidden away or something.
That's where I'm going. Yeah, it's hidden.
And people think it's too expensive, but it isn't. That's the one I'm seeing.
Yeah.
It's off the beaten path, but it's closer.
But I want to say there's trees, or there's something more ambiance about it, or more,
yeah, I'm seeing that too. So there's more out there, and there's one that you're going to end up not being on the list. You're going to get in, where you're going to be number 1 on the list.
It's some sort of a fluke. But keep looking. Don't.
Yeah, manifestation. If you're manifesting the perfect place, what is your perfect place? Write it down, and then start thinking about it all the time. I mean, not 24/7, just in the morning and at night. Go to that list, add to it if you need to, but what you truly want in that apartment, because I'm seeing it's off the beaten path. Like there might be a jogging path nearby, or a park, or something else that it's just perfect for you.
Also, Reverend, the dance lesson, a lot of the bars have early afternoon lessons before the evening gets going.
And Victor's at 8 at the moment, on 8 different lists.
8 lists.
I mean, oh my goodness. So don't settle with one. Keep going.
That means 5 people have to move out.
This hidden one, right? You haven't seen the hidden one yet. While you're driving in the area that you want, instead of going left to get back to your current abode, current place of residence, go to the right. I keep feeling it's off to the right.
It's funny. I keep going this way, wherever it is.
Well, you might be coming from a different direction than I'm coming.
That could be,
because you're on that side and I'm on this side.
That could be.
Yeah.
But it just, I'm being pulled a different place.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's a pull. Just if you feel you should turn a different direction than you normally would, go that way. Just check it out. And when I feel that way, I just go with it and say, okay, what do you want to show me? And usually there's something. Okay. So I know we have.
We got 10 minutes. We got another one.
Oh, we do have 10 minutes. Yeah, we were early today.
That's a good point, Victor. Any conversation you're in, ask somebody, hey, do you know somebody that has worked for me? I don't know how many times. Just anybody, the lady at the grocery store,
grocery stores.
Just throw it out to anybody you run into.
The other thing is coffee shops, because some of the people working there might know of apartment places. Oh, I love my apartment place, so come in, yeah, you should check it out. But definitely talk to other people, because baristas seem to know
like bartenders.
Yeah, but they know the pulse of the daily activity. They know where people are living. They might deliver to these different apartment complexes and stuff. So they know a whole lot about what's going on in the daytime, where bartenders know more about what's going on at night. So yeah, they're kind of like the concierge of business because they
I
know
thought-
what's happening. They really do. It's almost like if you talk to janitors and stuff, they know what's going on in that
building.
in that whole building. They know more than the CEOs do. If there's 100 CEOs, they know more than all of them combined. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay. I hope that helps, and you've got this.
Yeah,
Just
Melissa,
keep going.
any moment you're sitting in your house alone, you're wasting time. So get
Yep.
out there and dance.
Oh, Michelle or Melissa?
Michelle.
Okay, you said Melissa.
No, she came up in here.
Yeah. You've got this. You've got this. You got a new life coming. You got to start living. Not surviving and not just existing.
We moved to
Because
Zealand and
exist,
said yes.
survive.
We'd come back from visit. Well, you know, this all boils down to. I'm sorry,
Living and thriving. Okay, you want to get to thriving. Okay.
I was cutting in on you.
The last
The-
time I asked.
The moving thing is, do you want to move to New Zealand? We've come back from visiting New Zealand and Australia and would like some guidance on the way forward. Which one feels right? If you had a chocolate and a vanilla ice cream in your hands like this, and I go chocolate or vanilla, you have a choice. Which one? I generally would pick the chocolate. So New Zealand, Australia. Which one tastes better?
Do you want the larger area? Very diverse. And they're giving me the word complicated, whereas New Zealand or the Kiwis that are small, intimate, embracing. That's what they're giving me. So your choice.
But they're throwing the word out options. Which
Yeah,
options are
which
where
option?
and which ones are easier to get to? You don't want to go the most difficult possible way.
Right.
And what feels, you know, if you meet two people, one person feels different than the other person in
Right.
terms of interacting with them. So look at these two options as people. Which one feels better for you? Which one has better energy? Well, then I would go with that one. I like
Okay.
New Zealand for you. For you especially. Is there a husband involved in this? I don't know who.
They said we went.
She's saying we.
Yeah.
But there's something there for him. I just see you beaming in New Zealand. I think down under would be a drag for you. So it's sort of like the time I sat in a seminar and there were 3 teenage girls sitting in front of me, and they each wanted to know, they each had 2 boys in their world and they wanted to know which one was better. And in all 3 cases, I would pick one and they would pick the one I didn't like. But the other 2 would chime in. They would agree with my decision. It happened to me 3 times in a row with these girls. Where I'm going with this was, I was totally going on the feeling of the 2 names that the girls would give me. One felt right, and I said, this guy's a bum, this guy isn't. But they always went for the bum. I don't know why.
Right. Right.
It was, it was just like magic. I was 1, 2, 3. They were so cute, but it was where I'm going with this is, which one feels the best? New Zealand, Australia. I like New Zealand. I'm just throwing that out.
I like New Zealand too, but I like small, intimate, and comforting. But I would go to Australia just to visit it because I want to see all of that. We're looking at New Zealand, looking for a job offer, so give us residency through my.
No, there sounds like you're
Obvious.
planning. You're not going to shotgun on this.
So, are you really feeling this, or are you just going through the motions? I'm feeling that you're not fully invested. It's more like it would be nice, but I don't know.
What's the pull I'm hearing?
Yeah, what's the pull? I'm not feeling
You know,
that
it's like,
pull.
what's the motivation? What's the bottom line? Do you need to move to New Zealand, or are you just looking for new turf? But you
Yeah.
say you're looking. That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
You're shopping.
Yeah. And it's more like window shopping.
That's
It's not,
where I was going to go.
you're not invested. That's what I keep getting. You're not invested in this. I don't know why. There's something blocking you from moving
For
forward.
instance, I ran into a couple, they had just downsized from big house. They were doing this. It wasn't a question and it wasn't an if and it wasn't a maybe. It's just, you sound very maybe about this.
Yeah, I agree, Victor. They're wanting to move, but it's like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
almost
know.
like they're trying to
Yes,
move
yes,
instead
yes,
of
yes, yes.
wanting, instead of embracing it, instead of manifesting it and utilizing their emotions to.
Like maybe I
Invest in it.
should, maybe I, yeah,
It sounds like the thing to do, but yeah, it's more
that makes,
lackadaisical than it is.
I agree with that.
Like you said, that they're going to do this,
Yeah,
but they didn't have.
but they're wafting here. They don't know. Do I want chocolate or do I want vanilla?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you were talking about the person who was that decided to downsize. You were talking about that.
Oh, I'm just saying how definitive their decision was. They said 20 years ago they wouldn't have moved, but the environment has changed and now they went out. So they moved from one.
Yeah.
Just they had reasons for doing it that they were locked in on. Okay, if you want to move, then move. You'll find a job.
Well, they've got to have residency, or
I don't know how that works.
when you come to United States, you have to have, you can only stay here 3 months
Oh, really?
unless you have a sponsorship or something, a job here that wants you to stay.
Mhm.
Okay. Whereas they have to have something concrete before they can go through the motions of
Really?
moving and getting all their stuff, whether they sell it all and then buy when they get there or whatever. But yeah.
Well, the first step is if you know categorically you want to move, okay, now nail down those jobs if that's what you need next.
But the manifestations is what Victor's saying. And yeah, you got to emotionally feel yourself there and find that job emotionally in your imagination, your intuition, feel yourself being there and just enjoying it and what kind of work you're going to get. But start working on manifestations for it. Exactly what you need and want and desire. Okay. I hope that helps. Miss Bonnie had a question. How do you separate from your ego?
Ha! I struggled with that yesterday. And there's a long story to that one, but how do you separate from your ego? Well, the first thing is you recognize that you've got it and it's messing with you. And then you can say, no, not today, ego, not today.
Yeah.
You need ego to survive.
It's a great fight.
But when you know that it's messing with you, how do you separate? Yeah. First thing is recognize your ego is the issue at the moment. And you go, okay. That's where you I pull in tough love and I say, okay, not now, Scott, not now. Go away. I don't have time for this. Just recognize it eases a lot of the pain. But separating it, you don't want it to go away. You need it. You just got to keep it in check.
It's normal to struggle daily. And remember, positive versus negative. If you hear that, oh, don't do this, and then, you're not good enough, all that. That's your ego trying to keep you in check.
But I wonder what I'm hearing is it a want or is it a need?
What? The ego? Oh.
Reference Bonnie. The struggle. What are you struggling with? Things that you want to do, things you should do? Are you beating yourself up? Is it,
Exactly.
I'm not good enough. I'm not, but I get a war going on inside of your body. It's just, there's a tug of war going on constantly between, am I good enough versus what I should be doing versus what I want to do? And you've got a lot of should programming.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yes.
Burn those shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
And I'm with you because I've been there. I still deal with that stuff too. The shoulda, woulda, couldas. But on the given moment, you're doing the best you can, or you'd be doing different.
And remember, you don't take a wrong path. It's just a lesson to be learned.
What does nah mean?
Nah, we don't get the nah. And I agree with Victor on this very much, very much, very much.
I'm a Virgo. Oh, Virgos.
Yes, Virgo.
I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry.
I love being a Virgo. I'm a Leo, but I have 4 Virgos.
Yeah, but you're claiming that right there.
Yeah, you're claiming, you're
Don't-
accepting.
Don't claim it. It's like a medical diagnosis. You're believing it.
It's a vain sign. I don't know. I think Leo is more a vain sign than
What's that song? You're so vain.
than Virgo is.
You probably think this song's about
It's
you.
about you. But then I've got Taurus too, so stubborn as a bull.
I'll go as long as you want to go. It's 11:02.
We need to pull in Gabriel. Let me just do. Where is it? Plus sign, not negative.
You're doing a lot of good for a lot of people, they're telling me, FYI. So I thought I would pass that on.
Okay, I am backing off.
That's Bonnie, right?
That's Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. And Bonnie will be on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to do love readings and other things with Miss Stephanie. Okay.
They're in the wings. I can see them. They're in the wings. Moments like this are few, and we are proud to be, more accurately privileged to be part of this scenario weekly where we see people evolve and take giant steps as well as baby steps on their journey. These journeys are not to be considered minuscule. Each aha moment on this program each week enlightens the multitudes on levels that can't be measured or counted. Those of you today who asked very meaningful questions as you expressed your concerns and your answers were received are also allowing others to experience your growth through themselves and the way they relate to previous situations that they might be reminded of. Each of you in your vulnerability is presenting a huge gift to those other participants on the screen. These moments of awareness and, shall we say, graduating moments, we like the term aha as well. The clarity you receive here travels distances that would mesmerize you if you knew the total effect of the transfer of energy and the wisdom expressed here. These tools that you all come to be part of and these experiences are beneficial, and we want to keep emphasizing the lack of awareness you have as to how much benefit takes place here in this small but significant program each week. We want you to view your own lives as a small but very significant program on a daily basis. Give thanks to those around you. Listen to every conversation you encounter and be at peace in your own mind, and understand that the give and take you are experiencing is strictly a choice. You can alter your thinking at any given moment. We will leave you with the wisdom that we have put on the table. Much like the salt shaker, you can pick it up and sprinkle it on your food and consume it, or you can sit there and look at the salt shaker, remain a salt shaker. We want you to pick up both the salt and the pepper shaker, being the awarenesses that you pick up every day, and digest. Blessings to you, and may you all come back for more heapings of wisdom as we are happy to be part of the table and the group sitting waiting for the next meal. Congratulations to those on your evolving. We will depart, and until we meet again, remember, we will be back.
Yep. Thank you, guys. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving day, but please do not let the energy end here and now.
Yeah.
Keep that Thanksgiving or gratitude going. You have a black moon tomorrow. We have a void tonight starting at, I think, 11:14 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, lasting till 4 something in the morning. Hopefully you'll be getting sleep at that time. So that's until 4 a.m. Saturday morning. The reason why I'm saying this is because 2 great things happen during voids. you finish projects that you've already started, or you get rest. And so from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., hopefully you'll be getting rest. And I think it's ends at like 4:50 something in the morning. Miss Bonnie has that information. Now, as far as the Just Spiritually Speaking group in the Psychic Squad, nobody will be on tomorrow. That is planned. So if somebody pops in, hopefully I'll be able to send that information to you. Miss Susan is on a cruise. On Sunday will be Psychic Sunday with Bonnie and Stephanie, calling on angels 1111 and Stephanie. On hopefully at 3 p.m. ish Mountain Standard Time, Sherry Berry and A5 says. Hopefully on Monday we'll have Divine Goddess Tarot doing Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot doing tea time. But I will be back on Tuesday with the spiritual show that flows on Tuesday morning around 8 a.m. I can't tell you if it's going to be ish or not. I have never know. Whatever they send to me, that's what I do. And Tuesday evening, we have the Psychic Squad from 6 to 8 p.m. Jess, please give me a email so that I can help you get on Zoom. We can practice on it. Okay, and that's Tuesday evening. On Wednesday morning, I will be back on live with Calling on Angels and Ask the Angels. And that is at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. On Wednesday evening, A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And then Thursday morning should be Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And then what is next? Oh, and then I guess we'll be back on Friday.
I know who Pam Shore is now.
You do?
Yes.
They said hi to you?
She came on the screen over here.
Yes.
Thank you both. I didn't realize she was on.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was on either.
She's with Miss Wisconsin.
Oh.
I met her through Susan. She was a would-be roommate of Susan.
Oh, okay. All right.
She was smarter than I was. More intuitive than I was.
Yeah, we will get into that later.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys. Hopefully you'll have a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. Please let us know next week on your progress. Love to see you. And remember to rise above with love.
Hello, Miss Pam.
And anything else?
No, she said hi, guys.
Yeah, but 2 scoops and...
Oh, 2 scoops of something in the call us in the morning. It's easy to say take 2 aspirin in the morning, but I don't want to sound like a doctor.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week.
Hasta la vista.
Bye-bye.